There's a lot of anecdotal advice around on improving your marriage. But if you want something you can really use that will actually make a difference and reignite your marriage, check out the link in the description below.
The question: what are some last-ditch efforts that you have seen work to keep marriages from breaking apart? Answered by Stephanie Skeffington. I think any marriage can be saved, but both people have to put in the work it takes to get the relationship back to where they want it to be. When divorce happens, it is usually because one or maybe both people do not think things can get better and stop trying. One person cannot fix a marriage. I think it is good to re-establish your agreement with your partner. Sitting down with a coach and deciding what do you want out of your marriage. How do you want your relationship to be and feel like are all important conversations to have so you can get back on the same page. This is something that most couples don't talk about. They have expectations on their partner or marriage but never talk about it. Instead they just get very bitter, angry and resentful. Watch my video on. I hope this helps. Thanks, Stephanie. Website: Home, Stephanie Lynn Coaching. Answer by Andreas Hauser. Every good and lasting relationship is resting on three main pillars: trust, sex, children. If a marriage is breaking apart, at least one, often two, and sometimes even all three of these pillars are crumbling. In order to keep the marriage from breaking apart, it is mandatory to review all three areas and make sure they are getting back on track. It is possible to have a working marriage, at least for some time, if only two pillars are in good standing. If there is trust and mutual children, the marriage might be able to endure a few sexless years. If there is lots of great sex and both love the children, the marriage might survive constant breaches of trust, like a cheating spouse or a lack of ambition, for years. If the sex is good and mutual trust is solid but there are no children, it might go on for a few years but something will be missing. But you get the idea. No pillar, no relationship. One pillar is a failed relationship. Two can work for some time but it ain't perfect. It is all three pillars that make a marriage great and lasting. Answer by Michael Knudsen. There is nothing that has worked, which wasn't intrinsically already a part of both people's beliefs and desires. There's no special easy tricks of any kind. The only thing that all of what has worked had in common was that both people believed in and supported the process and the goals, 100%. Example: I went into marital counseling with my now long ex-wife, but while many couples gain improvements from such, all our expensive counseling accomplished was to do what my ex unfortunately wanted to do, helped her to make a more formal list of exactly why she wanted to get rid of me altogether.